Welcome to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is Geechee Lion Journey. Subscribe now, share now, and like now. I'm here at Mickey D's in San Carlos City, which has been my home base for the last 6 months. I spent over 6 months in San Carlos, and now my lease is up, so that's the only reason why I'm leaving now. I'm gonna go back to America and kind of regroup. But I want to introduce you. I was so glad that this gentleman is back today. I got to meet him about 3 months ago when I got back in touch with Brother Gail, who's a minister, musician, and I come to find out that he is renting space in this gentleman's place. I'm going to have him introduce himself, tell you who he is. This is a Filipino native, stayed in America for a while. Now he's retired back here just like I am. So without further ado, sir, go ahead and tell them about yourself.
Hello, my name is Cyrus. I met Anwar a couple months ago. I did work in United States for around 38 years. I am an electrical engineer. I did work in a couple of companies. One is in Chicago. I don't know if you guys are familiar with an engineering company, Sargent and Lange. They designed for nuclear power plant for Commonwealth Edison. I've stayed there for 10 years. After that, I have to move out and move to California. I can't stand the weather anymore. During winter time, it's just too much for me. Then, when I'm in California, I work on one of the company. This is Allen Bradley as an electrical engineer. Then, I have multiple companies, and the last company that I work is Contigo as a plant manager. I really enjoy the life in United States. You know, if you work hard, sky is the limit. There's no such thing as you have reached your boundary. That's what makes America great. That's why people wanted to migrate to United States, to uplift the standard of living. However, you know, in as much as I wanted, but time will come that there will be always an end. Meaning that I did retire early, came back to the Philippines with my wife, and enjoy the golden days of our life. What most people called it, the last quarter of your life, which is really beautiful. I have established a small business, a coffee shop, which my friend Anwar likes it. He's been one of our customers, and I really appreciate his friendship. So I would like to invite you guys, if you can visit here in the Philippines, you will really enjoy. Of course, the climate is not the same as United States. I mean, in here it's a little bit warmer. You know, you have only 2 seasons in here. Rainy season and dry season. But however, the community are very friendly. I mean, you can go around without looking your back. You can make friends, and there are a lot of foreigners here that you can meet. Hopefully, this message will come to you to enjoy your life there in the Philippines. There are many places, beaches, parks. People are just united as one family. People are always smiling. That's because there's too much sun. Probably that's why they're always smiling. And folks, that's all I could say. And thank you. And
Yeah, sir. I just wanted, and that was kind of a long introduction, but what he's doing, and that's why I was so glad that I was able to stay here long enough for him to return. He's been in America for a while, taking care of some things briefly, and that's what I'm getting ready to do. Some of his story is just like mine. I worked in my career about 38 years as well, and I spent most of my time in Chicago, and I just recently retired and came to the Philippines. So we came by different roads, but we ended up in the same place, right there at Science Sips Diner. Is that what you call it, Science Sips? Yeah, so we're here. So again, this is one thing I wanted to ask you. This is an experience I would like to get from you. As a Filipino, you were born here in San Carlos, is that correct?
Yeah, no, I was born in Tanay. I grew up here in San Carlos.
Okay, so he grew up here in San Carlos, and what made you go to America?
Well, in the first place, my brother migrated to the United States. But when I was studying in engineering college in Cebu, my parents was petitioned by my brother as an immigrant. So my parents migrated to the United States. After I graduated my college, my parents have petitioned me to go with them. At first, I hesitate to go because I was already working here as an engineer, you know, making that much, not that much money, but it's very comfortable. But my parents said, just try, see what would happen. If you don't like it, you can always come back to the Philippines. So I did. I migrated here. At first, I arrived in Los Angeles, and that was winter time. I think November of 1978. And when I reached at the airport, of course, the weather is very cold. I mean, you know, when you are here in the Philippines, you're about like 32 degrees to 30 degrees centigrade. And then you go to the United States, you know, you're talking about Fahrenheit, which is 28, 30, 25, that's very cold for us. So I was having a problem adjusting. And it's the fact that it's a foreign country, you don't have any friends. And it's not the same here in the Philippines that you will know your neighbor. You can go and knock on their door, you can sit down, tell a story. In US it's different. You don't even know who is your neighbor. So my period of adjustment was very, very critical for me. But then I landed a job and things start changing. Yes, it is true. In US, you can really upgrade yourself, you know, financially, if you know how to handle it. And you can buy anything you want. You can eat anything you want. I mean, it's so different. It's like day and night. As the days goes by, as the years goes by, I perfectly adjusted the lifestyle in the United States. And I would say that I would be very thankful that I was able to go there. Only few percentage of population here in the Philippines that can go. I mean, everybody wants to go, but unfortunately, they would not be able to do so. And it's not only the Philippines, it's the whole world that would wanted to go to the United States. So that is how beautiful is the United States. That is how progressive the United States. And that's all I can say.
Yeah, well, you said a lot. So, you know, you went there, and I guess of course, you were in my city for 10 years. In 1978, I was in college at DePaul University. So I stayed there, graduated in 1980, of course. But then you moved to Los Angeles, back to California, and that's what you were saying earlier. So then you had already had the intention to return to the Philippines, though, is that correct?
Yes, ever since. That was our plan. But our kid stays in US.
Yeah.
And it's so different. If you retire in US, you don't have nothing to do anymore.
Yeah.
You stop communicating. The only place that you can go around is in your house or in your apartment,
Yeah.
and then to the mall. That's it.
Yeah, to the mall, yeah.
So it's not a good place for us to stay in there.
Right.
Where there in the Philippines, we can move around.
Yes, you can. And I can bear witness that you can move around because I'm here on a tourist visa and I've been to, I think, 6 islands since I've been here within the past 9 months that I've been here. I've been to 6 islands already. Came into Cebu, of course, and I went to Leyte, the island where Iloilo is, Bohol, Siquijor, Mindanao. So, what was that? Samal Island. So, Sapawe, which is another island. So I've done that, but thank you, I appreciate it, and I'm glad that they've only just moved back here recently, and I was very fortunate that I was able to meet them, and it was because of Cyrus and his wife Cherry that they have really helped to make my stay here in San Carlos more enjoyable and honestly more bearable, because I know what he means about being somewhere and you don't want to do nothing except be in your house or go to the mall. And in my case, that's about, I went through the mall. I didn't necessarily go to the mall, but I didn't do a whole lot here. But I just like to say thank you and just best regards to y'all. And I definitely plan on coming back to San Carlos and certainly be looking to see you all again when I'm back here on my music or whatever else I may be doing. So thanks a lot, like I said, on behalf of Geechee Line Journey. And everybody, I hope you all enjoyed this brief talk. This is Geechee Line here. We want you to subscribe now, share now, and like now in that order. Support Geechee Line Music Radio, my own streaming service. And again, I'll probably be back in San Carlos working on some of that music. So thank you a lot and God bless.